Hello viewers and welcome to my new video. In today's video I'm going to show you how to register your songs if you are in the UK with two song registration bodies. First one being PPL and the other one being PRS, so that you ensure that as a performer, as a songwriter, all your songs can be properly registered and recorded in order for you to collect royalties when it comes to that. Okay, so I'm gonna show my screen with you and then you can follow my steps and hopefully that will help you to do your own process. Okay, so I'm on my PPL account and I've just actually finished mixing and mastering my new song, which is called Stay Positive, and it's going to be released pretty soon. And today is the day when I'm beginning with registering the song so it will have its own ISRC code. So in order to do that, you have to firstly click on Register Repertoire. Here, what you need to do is you effectively need to register a recording. At the moment, you're just registering a recording as opposed to a release. Why? Because I haven't released this song yet. It's going to be scheduled for release, but it's not actually released. But I have an ability to register my recording now. Okay, so I could try and choose a default setting, but actually I want to use my save. Actually, I will show you this step by step. So I will start a new recording registration. So this is how it effectively works. So I click begin, and first and foremost what you need to do, and if you are registered with PPL will give you this unique code effectively that is unique to you as a performer, right, as a rights holder. So effectively you then need to apply the extra numbers to that. So you get that number and then you sort of create your year and then you create your extra 5-digit unique identifier, and this is where you do it. So we then need to enter this in here. I already have created and generated my own ISRC code for this song, so I'm just going to pick it up from my document and effectively copy and paste it, and that saves me a lot of time because I've already got that here. So I need to find my artist name, which is here. Recording title, so that's my song Stay Positive. Version type, so you need to find whether this is an album, a demo, edit. You basically have these choices here. This is a single, so I'm going to pick a single. Genre, I'm just going to pick rhythm and blues for this one actually, and because to be honest, when I was writing this song I didn't really know what genre that was in, and it's kind of how I write songs these days, that I don't aim for a particular genre. It's basically what comes to me, I write it, and you know, if I like it, that's it, I record the song, and you know, then the genre kind of, I just try and sort of fit perhaps that song then around the genre that it kind of seems to be closest to. So we can actually pick more than one genre here, so let's just do that. I'm just gonna pick pop. I'm also going to pick hip hop because it's got that hip hop sort of beat and there's a bit of a rapping within that, so I'm gonna put rap and maybe just a little bit of rock music in there as well. So these are my genres. content type. So this will be audio for a sound recording. So content type is audio, and the date. This is usually the year in which copies were first issued to the public. If this took place more than 50, so basically what you need to do here is it's gonna be 2023, because this is going to be issued to the public in 2023, even though I'm actually doing this at the end of 2022. So you can actually click save, but it actually saves automatically for you as you go along as well. So here you need to click next, and what you do then is the rights holder details. So you need to add a rights holder. So I've got that already there, and rights start date. I did my master yesterday, so I'm gonna put yesterday as the date. %100 rights to this song, and I'm going to select all countries, so effectively in every country in the world. Obviously this is going to be recognized that I am the a rights owner to this song. I'm just going to apply that. So I haven't selected the rights ownership type, so I'm an original copyright owner, and I'm just going to apply that, and then we're going to click on next. So primary country of recording is United Kingdom. Country of commissioning is the same. There is no alternative title. 4 minutes 30 seconds. It's not an explicit thing, so what we need to do is I'm just gonna put the end of November as the recording date, because that was kind of when I finished the recording. Country of first publication, it's going to be United Kingdom. Recording venue, so this is the address, so this is my own home, because it's my own home studio. This recording doesn't contain a sample. This recording is not a medley. Now what's really key here is that the works, so effectively if you already have a tune code for this recording, and that tune code is actually generated by PRS, actually sometimes it may be perhaps better to kind of have that registered with PRS before coming into here, because that way you will be able to actually find that particular work, but you can save it for later. I don't have a publisher, so I'm just going to go next. My lineups. So this is really important, because here you actually recognize who has sort of contributed to this record. So number of non-featured 2, number of featured 1, over featured artist, and my role on this record is vocals. I'm going to add another role, which is the guitar, because I've recorded the guitar for this song as well. I think that is what I've done here. So then we have the non-featured performers. So I'm gonna be adding my son Grzegorz, who has programmed drums for me for this song. So let me do that, and he is here. So programmer, I'm going to add another non-featured performer, who is Will Atkinson. And that's him. So he's got he's played the bass guitar, so electric bass guitar he played on this record for me. So these are the two non-featured performers. Studio personnel. So again, if you have done it by yourself, or if you've sort of worked with a mixing or mastering engineer or a producer, you can add these people here basically. So now we have all the artists who have taken part in this sort of recording, arranging the parts, doing all these different things. So let's click on next. Alright, so this is my review. So I've got the ISRC code generated, the recording, title, band, artist, genres, what content this is, when it's going to get released, all the rights basically. We can save that and we can actually return to it when I've registered my work with PRS. So I've got this saved now, so this is really good, and it's sort of waiting here, it's waiting to be released, but it has been saved and you can submit that later. So the next thing for me to do is to log into PRS for music. In order to register your works, so effectively if you're a songwriter, this is where you're going to be registering your works if you are in the UK. So this is PRS for music. Alright, so what we need to do here is works. So registering works. So this is effectively what you want to do. You want to register a work. Register a new work. So work title, stay positive. Does this work have an alternative title? No. What is the duration? So again, you have to give that to them. 4 minutes 30 seconds. Optional information. So was this music specifically written for an advert? No. Does the work contain samples? No. Check box for dramatical musical work, classical work, film, TV, music. None of that applies. Next. Your contribution. So this is me and I've got my membership number here. So effectively my role here is a composer author. And that's correct. And then this is going to be a 100% of performing share and the mechanical share. So you just have to add these values. Now, if you've co-written a song with somebody else, for example, then you might be splitting these values. But again, that is something different. I wrote this song all by myself. So this is sort of retain the 100% of that sort of ownership of that work, if that makes sense. You could add another person here if that was the situation. Okay. So what you do is click next, and here you always have to sort of select which US performance rights organization you want to kind of choose for sort of, you know, protecting your rights and your royalties in the US. I have sort of done a bit of a research on this, but to be honest with you, I kind of just select the first one usually. So I'll just go for ASCAP and leave it at that. And you need to agree that you agree to their rules basically. Okay, and do you have recording artist ISRC all product information to add? Yes, I do, because I've just generated that ISRC code. So the recording artist is me. And you need to click add, so it adds it in there. The ISRC code, I've already had it, and I just need to paste it into here. That's really it, to be honest. So you click next. Do you wish to register other works using the same share picture? This can be useful if registering whole album. Well, no, at the moment I'm not. I'm just releasing a single, so this is just going to be that. So I click next. So I've got everything recorded and everything confirmed. So they basically, what happens is once you've registered your works with PRS, they will basically email you all the details and all the key numbers that you need, including your tune code. That tune code you can later use for PPL in order to register your work so fully with them and complete that. Yeah, I want them to notify me, and that's it. I just click send and I click OK. So there we go. So I've got the registration number now, and obviously I can kind of quote that sort of in the correspondence with them, and that's great, because once they've registered my work, I will then have to go back to PPL and kind of re-enter that sort of tune code, find that work, and then it all matches. And this is really important because that song is then matched against both the PPL, the ISRC code, and the tune code with the PRS. So it's effectively, there's no doubt that this is this one and the same song. So this is how simple this is. They basically tell you that this work should be registered in 3 to 5 days, and it will be then available in your works area. So now it's just a waiting game, because like I said, I now need to wait for the tune code to arrive in my email, and that's going to take 3 to 5 working days. Once I receive that, I can sort of do a match between that and the ISRC code inside PPL, and that way my song is fully registered. Thanks very much for watching. If this video has been of interest, please give it a thumbs up and comment if you have anything to say or ask whatsoever. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.